Hey, fellas, how are we doing today? Wait for the YouTubes to catch up. I'm a little bit early. I don't think you'll mind. Let's excise that out of there. There we go. We're up and running. Cheated on you guys again. Got some dishes started the other day. Just did not have the energy to entertain. So I just have to get after it. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Phil, Will, what's up? How we doing? Good. Glad to hear. I don't have a ton of time. I need to start prepping the house to have the AC guys come through and do their thing. So, just a little bit of dishes today. Just trying to keep on top of things. Not necessarily trying to plow through everything, but just kind of gotta maintain the chaos. Oh, hey, Mr. Tony in the house. There we go, that's better. That was about $8,500 worth of equipment. Let's see. Let's figure tax, right, Phil? So let's bring it up to an even 10. I mean, that's not terrible, I suppose. So, yeah, I mean, that's not horrible, I suppose. The taxes and freight costs and whatnot. Figure 10 grand for hardware. And then a quarter for labor, quarter plus. Quarter for overhead and profit. And then another quarter in there. I mean, yeah, that's not horrible. I'm not going to argue too much because it's not something I can do on my own. Even if I could get my hands on the hardware, I mean, I could do it, but I'd be spending way more than that, probably, in time and aggravation. So I'll just pretend I didn't see that figure, Phil, and then just calmly accept it. Go quietly into the night on that one. And you know, we're going to get all sorts of rebates through Costco too. I think we get a like 5% back on a Costco cash card. And then, you know, another 2% back on top of that for our executive membership. So, and then, you know, they've got cash and military discounts. Probably ends up, you know, like 10% off of that figure. So yeah, not too bad. Listen to me as I justify it away. But yeah, seeing that makes me more, what's it called? More okay with going with not the best of the best out there. Because I'm sure there's not a huge difference in equipment costs. It's just like an extra $10,000 to $15,000, you know, we want to like bleed you dry of it just because. So I'll be happy with a happy medium, I suppose. Now let's see. If you sell the house, you have that new AC benefit. Exactly. And if we don't, well, we still get the benefit of having the new AC in the house. Because, I mean, just bumping from the 80% efficient furnaces up to the 96s, that's like 16% less that we have to spend in propane a year. And that is not insignificant. I think as a part of this, we're probably going to have to bump up to a 1,000-gallon tank. Get bigger regulators and whatnot. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Another few $100. Everybody's got it. Every time you want to improve somebody, it's like everybody down the line has their hand out for a piece of the pie. So it's like you got the AC guys, you got the propane guys, you got the city and all their permits and stuff. It's like, guys, I'm just trying to spend less on my utilities. That's all. But everybody's got to have the pound of flesh. But yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm looking forward to having new air conditioners. I think it's just first time home buyer mistake, buying a house that needs 2 of them. But, you know, it's not so bad. We got 10 years out of them. And they probably should have been replaced when we moved in. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hopefully we won't have to replace them again while we're here. All right, pop that down in there. Come on. There we go. So any of you guys got any plans to head out to the nearest eclipse viewing area? I think we might get wrangled into it this time around. We caught the last one. It was only like 45 minutes or an hour south of us. You know, 4 or 5 years ago or whatever that was. And so I think we're going to try to make it out to hit this one too. It's on the other side of the state, but still, it should be fun. Ryan, why do you cook when there's McDonald's? Because McDonald's is poor people's food. Not really, it's actually rich people's food. It's insanely expensive to eat at McDonald's every single meal of every day. Much more economical to eat at home. And McDonald's is just crap. Utter crap. All their pink slime and stuff. No, thank you. I will choose to be bougie on this one. Nice part about having two is if one does go down, you get the other to help you limp along. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if our upstairs went down, the downstairs one could support 2/3 of the house. It would just be that last third that would be extremely cold. If downstairs went down and the upstairs was still working, the entire downstairs, so half the house would be frigid. But the upstairs would be nice. But that's why we have wood stoves as well. That really helps quite a bit. But in the dead of February, when it's -10 out, the wood stoves don't do hardly jack. Running on full bore, they barely make a difference. Our current furnaces just have to run constantly. Like when it's below -5, the downstairs furnace will run almost constantly. So I'm hoping that the new one, sized up a size, will help fix that. Because our current one is a 90,000 downstairs. We're going to get 110 and also pump up from the 80% efficiency to the 95, 96 range. So hopefully that'll help with that. And it'll be very nice to not have to climb up into the attic to check on the air conditioning for 2 weeks. Make sure that it's not dead. Because I've been babying these along for far too long. That'll be the single largest check I will ever have to write as an adult so far. See, I thought the Earth was going to split open as the moon passed. McDonald's equals poison. One should help keep you from freezing up for sure. Yeah, exactly. The problem is the pipes in the garage will freeze even if they are both up and running. I got some heat tape put on them this winter, so that helps quite a bit, but it doesn't help with the wastewater line, like the drainage from the water heater, because it's ductless. It's a not ductless. Yeah, I'm still thinking air conditioners. It's a tankless. There we go. There we go. So the actual drain line will freeze. Let's get us adjusted here. How we looking there? Got everything plugged in and charging. Love Michigan. Most homes have a basement and all the pipes and furnaces tied down there. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we really wanted was a basement, but it just wasn't in the cards, so we ended up with a crawl space. I can't complain, though. I've only had to go down there half a dozen times. Looks good at that angle? Yeah, I don't mind it. Popping in to say hi. Got to get to meetings. Well, Adam, do what you have to, my friend. I don't envy you one bit. Okay, maybe a little bit, but not really. Parts of me that miss the corporate life. But then the rest of it realizes I'm better off without it. And it's better off without me. You could wrap the wastewater pipe with heated wire to prevent freezing. Yeah, I've got some on there right now. It does okay. I'm not really confident enough to leave it plugged in and turned on for long periods of time. So we'll see what happens this winter, and I'll probably try that out. So far, I'm still in the let it prove itself kind of phase. And on all that heat wire, they say don't do that. with PVC. So we'll see. I might choose to ignore that. What was that? Huh. So yeah, we'll see. So far, a combination of that and then a heat gun thaws things out pretty darn quickly. So, I can't complain. At least I've got it sorted out. Chicken satay for lunch. Yum. How is everybody? Doing well, Matthew? How are you? Can't complain. Today's the day I've decided to get something done. Here I am, staying on top of dishes for once, instead of just reacting to the massive pile. There we go. Turn it down a bit. There we go. So yeah, after this, I'm gonna go get another storage rack to put up in the quote-unquote office. Move up a bunch of these boxes, and that'll clear one furnace, access to one furnace, and then I've got to work on organizing our other storage junk room, so the guys can, when they come in, they have full access to the attic, and then also space in that room to be able to work. That's pretty much all I need to get done before they get here. I've got to finish plumbing the what's it called? The God, I'm spacing. I've got to finish plumbing the propane line up from the crawl space up into the attic. I've got a line going from the crawl space to this lower furnace room run. I just haven't hooked it up. I did that when we moved in and didn't touch it again because I had everything else hooked up in the house. But that's the last line that needs to be swapped out from copper. Had a new manifold. I put it in and everything when we first moved in. Just have to finish out that project finally 10 years later. Yeah. Oh, you made skivvy rolls? Cool. Yeah, they're big. Finally getting those new units. Yeah. Yeah. Knock it off. This dishwasher's old. Leave it be. Yeah, Matthew, it looks like we're going to have to. I mean, I've got to write that check and just suck it up and get it over with. Not while I'm on live stream. Okay? Okay? Thank you. Yeah, buy once, cry once. That's what I figured. Costco is partnered with one of the local companies, and we get like 7 or 8% off the purchase price in like cash card and then rewards for our membership. So that's not too bad, and it's for whole Linux systems. So I guess can't complain with that. Like I was telling Phil earlier, better just to get it all done at once, and then I don't have to worry about it for a little while. I just haven't decided whether or not I want to pay for their quote-unquote service plan. Extends their warranty out for, I think, 12 years or something like that. Parts and labor. And it's like $25 per unit per month that entire time. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's worth it or not. I might just set up a new bank account and have an automatic transfer for $50 a month. I think I might prefer that. So at least the money will be sitting there if I ever need it. That's what, like $600 a year, so it $7,000, something like that, $6,000 over the course of what would have been that contract. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think their service contract is worth it or not? I think they come out twice a year to check on things, but even then, I don't think that would cost more than $500. Yeah, I think I might just be sticking that in an account. Let's see, if you plan to move within that time, I would just chance it. Regular warranty should be like 5 years. Money could go to better places. Yeah. We've had a plan about moving, but lately we've been getting really involved with this new local church. And as much as it pains me to have to consider it, we might not be moving. But still, the money could go to better places. I think we'd still want to try and look for land elsewhere in a different state. It's been, not an insignificant amount of time there. But I don't know about the permanent move. Time will tell. But yeah, this could be like a long haul kind of move for us. But my biggest thing is not wanting to waste money on that service contract. But I figure with these units that we have now, being 20-something years old or whatever they are, only had to call somebody out to look at them one time. And that's because they were failing. I was able to take care of everything else. So, other than when I had to call the original company out that installed them, because they didn't put enough coolant in the system, and they did that for free, so I don't count that. Hey, Phil, you still around? Curious about something, man. Are those new heat pump systems, the dual furnace heat pump systems, are they worth the hype? I'm thinking they would be. All right, stand by, gents. I will be right back. Duty calls. All right, fellas, I'm back. Let's see. Is the cost $25 per month for each complete system or each piece of equipment? Is it transferable? Does that include labor, warranty? You should get 10 years parts without extending. Heat pumps kick butt, well worth it. Gentleman, Wes, how you doing? So yeah, Phil, it's $25 per complete system per month, and that's 12 years parts and labor. I believe it's 10 years and only maybe 2 to 5 years labor without the extended warranty. So I don't know, but just doing the math real quick in my head, the improved efficiency of the furnace should pay for that extended warranty. Because I mean, we're going through, let's see, how much propane every year? Figure about $2,000 worth of propane a year, right? And then right now, 20% of that is waste. Yeah, 1 to 2 years without labors extending is all I would expect. Yeah, that's about right. So you figure about $400 goes up the flue in propane every year. So, you know, we'd be wasting 4% instead of 20%. So let's call it, you know, $300 right there. And then the improved efficiency of the heat pumps, cutting down on propane for the transition months. Engineered 1075, how you doing, man? So we get extended use on the transition months without using propane. So that's even more propane savings right there. And then the heat pumps are more efficient in the summertime. So we'd probably use a lot less power there. Increased efficiency of the air handlers outside, you know, moving from a 12 to what was it, 16 or 18 SEER. So that should use a lot less power. So the way I see it is we would be transitioning our savings of the new system in energy cost over to the extended warranty. See, if you do extend, I always keep that paperwork handy. Companies like to forget you get free work whenever they can. Yeah, Phil, exactly. All that kind of stuff goes right into my Google Drive, and I keep that stuff forever. Yeah. So that is definitely a consideration. I would expect these lit systems to last longer than 10 to 12 years without needing major maintenance. And the few times I've had issues with these furnaces already, I've been able to fix them. This downstairs one we haven't had a single problem with. The upstairs, the only problems I've had with it are the condensate lines, which I replaced myself. And then the blower fan housing for the exhaust came loose, and I just had to tighten that bolt one time about 3-4 years ago. And that's the only major issues that we've had that absolutely, you know, stop the system from running. Aside from that, the coil in our upstairs unit is starting to go out. You know, that's not a repairable item. That's bringing us to replacement. So I would expect that as long as there's no lemons, we should be able to get away with a 10-year manufacturer warranty on parts. And that $6-7 grand that we would have spent on the extended warranty should cover labor or come close to it. Let's see, a company I worked for, the owner was so busy working, he did not file people's paperwork, and we had to eat labor on several repairs for years from certain customers. Yeah, Phil. That's definitely something I'm going to be following up on, make sure that stuff gets filed appropriately. Because if I understand how warranty stuff works, you guys would do the work and then file a claim with the manufacturer, and they would pay out a set rate on labor as like a reimbursement or a credit on new hardware or something like that. What? The donation bin? Oh, it's down here somewhere. Make sure you check with mommy before you put stuff in donation. Now, the parent company should send you paperwork directly confirming your extended warranty and that it's covered. And what is covered. Yeah, exactly. Like, I totally get the idea behind the extended warranty from the business perspective. And they're not going to offer something like that unless, statistically, it makes them a whole lot of money. So, if I was a betting man, I would understand just at that, conceptually alone, that it would be in my best interest not to get the extended warranty. It can protect you if you get a lemon, though. Well, yeah, but if a lemon comes through, you're going to find out in that first 1 to 2 years. It's not going to take 7 or 8 years to find out if you had a lemon. Am I wrong, Phil? I mean, I would say if your system craps out in 7 to 8 years, then you probably weren't maintaining it very well, or it was wholly undersized. And if anything, we're oversizing these a little bit. We're going from, let's see, what was it, a 4-ton and a 3.5-ton outside to dual 4 tons. And then we're upping the size of the furnace as well. Going from 290 thousandths to 210 thousandths. Check on that labor warranty. Yeah. And it is transferable as long as the new homeowner wants to pay for it, they'll transfer it. I already checked with them. Yeah, I'll double check on that labor warranty, and if it's at least 2 years, I'm probably gonna ditch the extended warranty. I don't think there's any point in it at that place, because I can just bank that money and just have it set aside and just add to our emergency fund. Most likely charge a $25 refiling fee to transfer. Well worth the transfer. Yeah, I mean, $25 ain't nothing. But $25 each over 12 years every month, that adds up. I mean, unless I'm just being an idiot here in my logic. Hey Phil, are those outdoor heat pumps? Are those 240 or are those runoff 110? I would assume they'd be on 240, but I'm not sure. The safe? Yeah. They're over there on top of the would been where you left them. 240? Yeah. And I can already tell that one of our capacitors on the heat exchanger outside is getting ready to go. It's getting that god-awful startup noise developed this past year. Sounds like it sounds like the capacitor is getting ready to go. Which, I could replace that if needed, but alright, let me dry my hands and see what you said here, Phil. Okay. Don't make a mess. See, $6,000 over 10 years to extend. I think it's 12 years. So $8,000. To extend your warranty, that would replace a system almost. Yeah, at current prices, Phil. Not 10 years from now, when the prices on everything go up. And that's assuming that I know somebody that can come and help me replace it. That's not a skill set that I'm planning on picking up at all. It would be cool, but I don't want to have to depend on developing that contact over time. So, yeah, I don't know. But, given our budget, $50 a month, it wouldn't kill us. So that's easily something I could factor in. So I'll talk to the wife, show her the figures, ask them a couple extra questions, and then we can make a final determination. But I think I'm leaning towards no on the extended warranty. But yeah, I look forward to some videos of that happening. Show you guys the whole process. There we go. These dishes won't do themselves. No, battling, unfortunately, they won't. But you know what? I'll tell you what, though. You invent a system that automatically washes dishes for you. All you have to do is just dump it in the sink or something. You'd be a gajillionaire. Just imagine the restaurants that would be willing to plunk down on that. And all the house husbands out there that are hating dishes, yeah, they'd pay for that. I'd plunk down 10 grand on that alone. Never having to do dishes again. Just automatically just refill a soap cartridge. That would be epic. Okay. Cast iron time. I put a furnace in for a plumber friend. He ended up doing the work for the guy who sold us the equipment. His charge for the plumbing work was basically every part of the furnace you would ever need. Nice. So here's a head scratcher for you guys. I've been thinking about putting in a backup generator, a standby generator, out here on the house, just because there's times when I'm not here that I would want it to pick up automatically. You know, something that the wife doesn't have to mess with. I'm thinking about getting a automatic full transfer switch. Just switch the whole house over instead of one of those one that only does 6 or 12 circuits. And then hooking up a Honda generator. One of those quiet ones, like a 7,000 watt or something like that. With an automatic start on it. I think that would be a pretty good solution. And then transitioning it over to propane. And looking at the conversion kits, they say that with propane, you'd be able to maintain the same wattage output as with running gas. Whereas with natural gas, you have it set about 10% drop or so. So what do you guys think about that? Or do you think it'd just be better just doing batteries? Again, batteries for a day would probably cost 10 to 15,000 plus solar panels. And the backup generator would probably cost 6 to 10, and it would just run forever. I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, so if anything dies on the furnaces, we already have the replacement parts. Nice. I mean, with the automatic dishwashing invention, isn't that just a dishwasher? You just drop the dishes in and put soap into it. Well, Battle, not at the, propane had about a 10% drop as well. Not at the numbers I was looking at. I was looking at a place that does those LP conversions for Hondas. And they claim that the propane is equal to gas. So I don't know. See, a whole house generator can drain a propane tank over a long weekend. Be careful. Yeah, Phil. I mean, we got a 500-gallon tank out there right now, and under light usage, I think it goes through a gallon or 2 an hour. So that'd be like 10% a day. We're looking at sizing up to a 1,000-gallon. So that'd be 800 gallons on hand or so. So yeah, maybe a combination of the two would be prudent. Anyway, we already got the solar system. So I'm thinking of putting that transfer switch in between the main power and where the solar system interconnects. So even if we lose main power, we'll still have the solar backfeeding the house. We'd have to get an electrician out here and change things around right now. But yeah, that's been a project I've had on my mind for a while. But yeah, anyways, that's for later. Whole house generator can be drained. Yeah, if they're using more fuel, then they'll get the same power. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Bury the tank. You can go to 90% capacity. Yeah, I mean, I could bury the tank. I mean, looking at it, it's 20 feet off the house right here. I could bury it. Yeah, I mean, I could dig that hole myself. Just rent an excavator and just bury it. The only thing we'd have to schedule them, we'd have to have a really tight schedule. I mean, I can run the house off of, what's it called? Off one of those barbecue 20-pound tanks for a day or two. And that's enough. Probably that would run the water heater. And I've done it before. I already got it hooked up in the garage still. That'd run the water heater. And I'm not worried about a furnace this time of year. So as long as it can run the stove and the water heater, I'd be fine with that. But so I would have to get them out here, yank this old tank, and You know what? I could just put the new one up the hill a little bit. I can just do it in one day. Man, Phil, you're making my mind turn. Yeah, because if I can get them to do it in one day, they'll pump the old propane out of one tank and pump it into the new one. I don't think that they would be so apt to do that if they had to do that on multiple days. Yeah, and then I could have everything just set up for them. Have the gravel on hand. I think it's only like 4 tons. A couple $100 in gravel, not that bad. All right, I'm gonna finish out these lids. And I think that's it for today, boys. Got to get a few other things underway. But yeah, burying the tank is something I wanted to do. I don't really like the look of the tank. I don't like looking at it. And if it was buried, that wouldn't be so bad. The only thing is I have to check on the regulations for that because we're right by a body of water here. We got a creek going through the backyard. And so I'd have to check and make sure everything was like perfectly kosher on that. Let's see, best part about propane, see, it doesn't go bad like gasoline and diesel do. Exactly. That's one thing I like about the propane. And, you know, it's a fixed cost, you know. Whatever you buy it at is what you buy it at. It's not like, what's it called? Natural gas that varies by the hour. When we had that big polar dip a couple of years ago in February, you know, the one that almost killed Texas. I mean, natural gas went up, was it 10, 20%? Or no, 10 to 20 times, something like that. It was insane. People were getting $1,500 gas bills for a weekend. Versus, you know, that's what they normally pay for a whole year or something like that. So that's one thing I definitely do like about propane. And it's very portable. Very, very portable. You just throw it in those smaller tanks and off you go. But yeah, thinking about that, I think that might be the way to go. I think burying the tank is going to be, you know, tits money right there. Oh yeah, boys, tits money. Fucking Yukon. That variable natural gas thing is based on whatever the provider has is billing structure. Some places have set pricing. Yeah. Evan, new favorite saying is tips money. Damn it, Yukon. I know, right? I love that saying. That's hilarious. My wife rolls her eyes every single time. Then again, what's the saying going? You are the amalgamation of those you keep close. Yeah, I don't mind so much. Between tits money and smooth brain. Oh, some funny stuff. Royce rolling her eyes, worth it. Exactly. Exactly. That alone makes it worth it. Okay, let's see. What do I need to do to fill up this dishwasher? Okay, I got another cutting board I need to wash. Let's wash that. I've got this bowl here from bread yesterday. Don't forget. Let me show you that bread I made last night. Came out perfect. Perfect enough. I could have let it rest, you know, another 20 minutes or so, and it probably would have turned out even better. But I have no complaints other than that. Okay. Let's see how much room do I have in here. Okay, I've got some room for some cups and stuff. So let's fill this up here. This will be going. You know what? I probably don't even need to fill this up. Yeah, let's not. Oh, you know what? I need to clean that Levo C. I need to get that thing back to work. Ugh. Ooh, we got some more oil in there. I am going to dump that out here real quick. Share that with the kids. Bit of oregano oil that's been drained out of the oregano. There we go. All right, that's good enough. It's way more than I had anticipated gleaning out of there. So I'll take it. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, thank you. Alright. I'm going to gently put that down in there. Put that in there. Put you down in there. Oh. Let's see, do I have any more jars of washing? Yes, I do. Let's prioritize those. I got a half gallon here. So dissolve some of that oil down in there. Initial wash on that stuff. Okay, any more jars? As I let that hot water run and run and run. So you got another pint here. Oh, nope, that one's got seeds in it. Alright, let's see where this gets us. But yeah, Battle, the dishwashing machine that I'm envisioning, you just dump your dirty dishes into the sink, and it automatically washes them all for you. You know, checks them all and makes sure that they're all well scrubbed and everything, and gets all the grime off of them. Every time I do run the dishwasher just with like soap, not dishwasher detergent, just soap, Castile soap, it doesn't take any of the grime off. So that's why I do it this way. And I'm not talking about dishes that have been, you know, sat and aging for a few days. I'm talking like you finish the meal, you load it in the dishwasher, you run it, you come back, you know, 4 hours later, whenever it's done washing, and there's still crap on the dishes. I just don't think it's worth it. That's why I do it this way. Because, you know, I'm going to have to redo it anyways. So might as well. You know what I mean? I mean, even in restaurants, right? Those freshly washed dishes, they get scrubbed and then they just get put through a sanitizer. Essentially what I'm doing right now. It doesn't wash the dishes for you. That's why you have a dishwasher there, and then the machine just sanitizes it. May have to video send you later on Signal. May change your mind on dishwashers. It's deep nerding out on dishwashers. Hey, I'm down. I'm probably looking for a replacement here soon anyways. This one, the door is starting to rust out. The hinges on the door are starting to rust out, so it's going to need to be replaced here soon. So, and I need to redo the electrical down there. I've got this reverse osmosis pump that needs always on power. And the only thing I have right now under the sink is the garbage disposal, which connects behind the dishwasher. So I had to kind of rig that as it is, but I'm going to redo power on those. So I have two always on outlets under the sink. It'll be GFI. And then I have that one that's controlled by the switch up here for the garbage disposal. Whew. Yeah, I was irritated when I went to replace this garbage disposal, and I realized the person that did it before just plugged it in behind the dishwasher. And I thought there was no way I'm taking the dishwasher out to replace the cord, to move the cord. So I ended up just cutting off the old cord and wiring it into a new outlet. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but it works great. Okay, I gotta make sure I have plenty of soap with this. I want to get all that old oil and stuff out of there. Your agitator here, nice and clean. Put it up here to dry. All right. We'll wash this one more time. Plenty of soap. Want to make sure all that oil breaks down, doesn't coagulate in my pipes. That's why I'm running so much hot water down there, especially with all this soap. Make sure not to drop it. All right. Just over here for now. Anything else I can fit into the dishwasher? Not really. Okay. Let's get it started. A light load for today. And then time to start on lunch. All right. Now I promised you guys I'd show you the bread I made. We already ate about a quarter of it for breakfast. Oh, let me get it out of here. But yeah, it actually came out kind of square looking. So there we go. Nice pattern in there, nice and soft and squishy, but firm. Yeah, judging on the way that these bubbles opened up. And in my folds here, you can see it's real dense. I could have let this crew for another 20 minutes or so, maybe 30. And then we wouldn't have had this nice airy texture all the way around the core here. But I'd have to say, it didn't come out too terrible. The flavor's nice and mild. Get a nice cross here where I was folding in the into the bottom. But yeah, I had to pop the cherry on the Microtech. So I used it to score the top here. Worked all right. Could touch it up a little bit, but to get nice and razor sharp, but no complaints. Alrighty then. Pop you guys off the mothership here. All right. Oh yeah, see, that's the propane tank right there. Yeah, Matthew, that's homemade sourdough. It's kind of rough to see through the screen, but we got the solar system right there. And if we were to take a 1,000-gallon tank, so double this size, and bury it, I'd want to move it just up the hill a little bit, and that's where I'd bury it, right there. Just out of the way, all the utility lines. Where that trench is right there, that's where we have the power coming down from the solar system. And that's where I'm going to run my irrigation lines for the upper yard. So it'd be out of the way. All right, Battle. I'll see you later, man. I've got to drop as well. I will catch you guys later. Thanks.